Hello everyone, my name's Insomniac, and if you can't sleep, you might as well stay with me all night. And today, we're playing Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I really like this game. I've already played the first chapter, which is like the tutorial chapter, but my footage is really bad, like horrible. So we're gonna get through this first one, and then I'm gonna put a video up on the next one, hopefully right after, which means the recording session. Let's go! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh, oops. Wrong voice. Oops. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. You. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes another trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thank you, Mia. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kinda owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became the drain. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him out. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested, the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. But I owe him one. Which is why I took this case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. I thought my main character was on. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, room number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your rates. Yes, Your Honor. The test will consult of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honors. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim's name? Oh my god, I know this one. I'm glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Oh... No. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? I don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it out anytime, okay? Cindy. Okay, girl. Whatever you say. I'm here to honor you with beautiful men. This is not me for real. Really check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object, as we saw in that little thing. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. Was found laying on the door next to the victim. I see. The court accepted this into evidence. Statue added to the court report. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Alright. I think I got it this time, ma'am. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls to the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help the client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Let's go, Larry. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had dumped you recently? Hey, watch it, buddy. We're right together. Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the...
I wasn't dumb. She was just taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What is it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is genuinely what we mean by dumb. In fact, she had completely abandoned me and was seeing other men. She just had returned from the overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport arrived from Paris, July 30th, the day before the murder. Dang. I had to wait until August. This is crazy. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. bodies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Okay, man, no need to disrespect the dead, bro. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all different directions. Should I? Stop him! My client has no idea the victim foreseen these other men. That questioning is irrelevant to this case. Ooh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Oh. I want to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Have him answer. I don't know, just send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order? Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Ooh, interesting. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my victim was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Solid to the stand. Frank saw it. It's kind of crazy. Mr. Solid, you sold newspaper subscriptions. Is that correct? Yes, newspaper, yes. Mr. Solid, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Ooh, it was strange. I looked inside the apartment. That's when I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I curled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I had to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during blackouts? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for you, per usual. Alert. Electricity to Mrs. Stone building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? If that means the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is it your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face, if you say so. Okay. Open the court record tab and then point out contradictions in the testimony. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. You know what? This would be great if it was like timed. This would be so stressful if it was timed. You're like, you have 1 hour to beat this game, and if you don't, you lose. That would be fire, actually. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Okay. Cute. So you didn't touch anything inside the apartment? Yes, I meant no? Nothing? Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Ooh, let's ask about that. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right? But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Nearby park and found a public phone. Time exactly 1 p.m. When did she get back from her little outing? Cause of death. 4 to 5 p.m. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I found that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes at the time of death something after 4 p.m. There was nobody there, nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain that she found the body at 1 p.m.? Well, gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. You're gonna put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through this one, and the whole story falls apart. Okay. Wait! I remember now. Okay. Would you care to give your testimony again? Yeah, dog, you're not getting past me. We're cooked. You're cooked. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see you heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what you have to do. I've got this one. Okay, so... Nah, buddy, we're about to get you. You see, I found the body when I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Let me look in the court record. La 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 la. 4:05 p.m. Whatever that day is. Bonchama. Thinker. Television. TV. Oops. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. Did just 2 pages come off? Like a certain president we know. Well... The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite... Wait! I remember now. Mr. Sawit. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock to finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. This art actually is great, bro. I kind of like it. The little shadows, I'm like looking real crispy in here. Okay, anyway. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. It wasn't there. Yeah. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess I would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. If I'm remembering correctly, I saw it. A table clock in the apartment wasn't there. The murder weapon is this statue, sir, of the thinker. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock?
NANI?
What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? Bro, I hate you so bad, bro. Just it's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and say the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness' testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes! Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in this witness' testimony. Like his... The only way he could have known the weapon was the clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment of the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her! You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I feel like he would do the little eyebrow, like, raise, bro. Like, one at a time. I don't know. They, like, squiggle. I don't know. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, I heard, saw. Oh. Assault. We're about to add another case on. Give me some money. Oh. Shut up! Shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn and give him death! The sprites go crazy. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please? There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock? Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawyer heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors. Sound the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Do we have gloves? Do we have gloves to, like, handle this evidence? I think it's 8:25 p.m. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? The thinker actually came from a statue, which is part of a bigger piece. It was literally on one of the doors. I think it was on like a door to a church or something, or it was supposed to be. But I don't think the door was ever used. But there's like a bunch of statues in that one door, and he's like a small piece of it. But the people liked it so much that they were like, I want this. Let's recreate it 1,000 times. Let's cast it in marble for real. Anyway, actually it was brass, I think, not marble. I don't know what type of metal it was actually. It's most likely brass, because marble is too soft to sculpt with. I'm yapping now, I'm sorry. What have you, so, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawyer heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawyer, try to talk your way out of this one. Watch, bro. We better put his toupee back on. Huh? You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. I mean, I guess he's right. I'm gonna prove that. Dang, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. That means I can't let you indict the witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination. I come all the way down here to testify. Look what happens. Treat me like I'm a criminal. A criminal! Lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Starts crying. Not so fast, Mr. Sawyer. I mean, Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking out the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was running 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah. I wanted to say no, but wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull off this one. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running 3 hours. I didn't use this yet, so... Oh. She flew somewhere. Where are we? In Japan? Is it 3 hours slow in Japan? I mean, if she went to America, that'd be too far. I mean, let's go this one. The victim had just returned from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference here in Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Okay. Oh, he died. I think he has rabies. Take him away, guys. Order, I say. Well, this case certainly has turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You're so smug, bro. I have to say, I'm impressed. Number one chat here. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, it's only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Bro, the courtroom looks traumatized, as they should be. And with that, the court is adjourned. I swear this is a K-drama instead of the courtroom. But like, what can I say? Turns out, Mr. Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see what people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest bomb drive he could find. Ooh. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I hope I'll see you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief look this happy. If she's glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No. No. I mean bad. 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 Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. What? But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can hardly see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent. Huh. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner. Movie? My treat? Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here. Take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Why do his eyes get so serious? I'm scared. Okay, there we go. Does that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? A clock. It's rather heavy. I don't know. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chumper. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it for what you will. Hey, Nick? I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks! Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Okay? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? See, she can't go to dinner with him, but me? I'm the best, so... We'll drink and toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about that sometimes. Maybe over drinks? Let's go. We got a baddie. Let's go. You want a first case and got a baddie? Larry slapped me in the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh, the end! Alright guys, so we're at the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this, please come back a second time. Tell your friends, like, subscribe, all that cool stuff, I don't know. And the video's over now, so good night and sweet dreams.